Morning, Internet. I'm on one of those urban hikes where Google has a lot of the directions saying that the area covers a track that is mostly flat. And what I'm discovering is that the parts that are not included in the mostly part are almost straight up, where you need a ladder to get from one level to another. Welcome to Kathmandu. I'm outside Tamil, not in the tourist area anymore, and I'm heading to a famous temple, Swayambhunath, I think. It's also known as a monkey temple. But the key draw for me, there's two. One is it's a hike. It's about 2.5 to 3 kms from my hotel. But it also involves some climbing, especially at the temple itself. And once I get to the top, I'll be able to get a nice, I guess, a panoramic view of the city. So hopefully that plays out the way I think it will. Like I mentioned, this temple is located on the top of a hill and overlooks the city. And I understand from my extensive research that there's only over 300 steps to the top. I also understand that you need a ticket, but I'm already in the temple. I'm on my way up, and I've seen no place at all to buy a ticket. So I'm living on the windy side of the law here. Professional videographer tip: if you ever get tired climbing steps, then just turn around and record something behind you. Gives you a good excuse just to stop. This is one of those situations where I usually make fun of people on YouTube that say, "Wow, I wasn't expecting this." Well, I wasn't expecting this. We're getting there. I estimate less than 1,000 steps to go. So we should be there any minute. Well, I've only been here a few days, but Kathmandu does not look this colorful from street level. It looks like an entirely different city from up here.
always chanting, reading, praying, that time.
I know you're dying to hear my assessment of those steps. Were they evenly spaced? The answer is no, of course not, but they were not too far off. So coming down them was not that much of an adventure. There were one or two doozies, but just one or two. Well, there's good news and bad news. The good news is that I'm heading back to the hotel, and as the old saying goes, it's all downhill from here. The bad news is it looks like it's going to rain any minute. And I'm certainly not moving fast enough to outrun a storm. So I might be pretty wet by the time I get back to the hotel. Google Maps, as usual, is rerouting me back in a different way from which I came, which is always nice. As long as it gets me back to where I started, I don't care how it gets me there. I think that qualifies as another I wasn't expecting this episode. This is a nice place to take a break. This is the same area that I crossed, or the same river that I crossed on my way over here. And I'm pretty sure this is the same bridge. Everything looks familiar. You can tell it's getting ready to rain because it's starting to really get windy. But man, oh man, that wind feels great. For some reason, I don't know why, when you climb up hills, when I climb up hills on this trip, it's never breezy at the top when you expect it to be. I don't know why it isn't. But now that it's getting ready to rain, the wind is picking up. Right now we're going through a residential neighborhood before we get into Tamil itself. So I think what I'm going to do is just put a lid on this video and say thanks for watching. And I'll see you again in the next one. That was our trip to the Monkey Temple.